guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about cloth diapering. Yay! So I just want to go through what we do for cloth diapers, what we have found has worked. We have two boys and one of them was transitioned to potty training at around 2 years old. So he was in diapers until around basically 2.5 years old. And my new baby, he'll be coming up to a year, and he's basically been full cloth diapered because we're home because of lovely COVID, so we don't go out too much. So for the most part he is in a cloth diaper because I save a ton of money with cloth diapers. Obviously cloth diapers are an investment up front, but you can buy them secondhand if you want to go that route, and then you usually get a huge stash of stuff, like everything that person had collected, because people just want to get rid of it after they're done, and then you can get everything you need and you don't have to buy bits and pieces. So we chose to buy some new cloth diapers to get us started, because I didn't know about the secondhand market, and so we bought brand new Bum Genius diapers. We bought two kinds. The pocket style, which has a nice pocket that you jam everything into, and we bought what we thought would be a simpler option. It's called an all-in-one, and it literally has everything inside it, and you just put it together. Done. The ones where it could touch your baby's bum are just a liner, which I'll show you here in a second. So you can buy these liners. They don't have a pocket really, as you can see, so you would have to lay everything inside of it. So you would take your pieces and you would lay them in it, and then you would put it on your baby. So this is when you have to be careful with what inserts are on the top layer, because whatever that is going to be touching your baby, and if it absorbs moisture too much, then it can cause that rashing effect. So I would not recommend a liner style for a new parent, simply because then you gotta worry about what you're putting next to your baby's bum, and let's face it, let's not add more confusion to cloth diapering. So the beauty of the all-in-one is that it's so basic for a new parent. You don't have to worry about anything. I'll take out this extra piece that we put in, but it has both pieces, and you just lay it and put it together and you're done. So really nice, but it takes a lot of time to dry. So you need to have a drying station for this, like permanently set up somewhere, because these suckers just take a long time to dry. Then you have the pocket style where you're pulling everything in and out of the diaper, which is kind of nasty. I get it. When you are doing the laundry, you gotta pull it all out and you gotta throw it all in the wash. Now, when it comes to stuffing the diaper, this is when you can get creative. Usually stuff comes with a microfiber, which is a very common high absorbency insert. These are both microfiber inserts. This one just has an extra section on it that you can use, and for little boys, this goes in the front of the diaper for obvious reasons. And then you can use microfibers because they're great. They dry so fast. I throw mine right in the dryer, but if you're uncomfortable with that, then you can just leave them to hang dry as well, and they dry way faster than even the all-in-one, just because these are so much more compact. So I really love the microfibers for dryness, absorbency. They're versatile, they're everywhere, and they're very cost effective. Oh, microfibers, you don't ever want them to touch your baby's bum. Then you can get charcoal bamboo inserts, which are also high absorbencies, and they also help a little bit with the smell. They wick the moisture away from the baby really fast, so those are really great that way. Then I want to talk about the cotton pre-folds. So I got a couple different cotton pre-folds that I've had. So these ones I really liked when I initially bought them. They basically are folded so they have multiple layers, so then when you lay them in a diaper, or stuff them into a diaper, they're just like really, really absorbent, and then they're really great for heavy wetters, or when little boys pee, it comes out the front, so like having it there for that, just more in the front of the diaper, really helped. But they're super bulky and they do tend to like kind of smell. So that's one thing to watch out for with those ones. And then these ones came, and honestly they were so bulky that I never even used them. So I do find you gotta watch with the pre-folds like how bulky they are, because when you stuff a diaper, if it's too bulky, then it won't have an appropriate level of contact to your baby's bum. So then what happens is if it's not contacting, and when it's wrapped around your baby's leg and you have a hole, when it pees, it will come out the hole. So you need to have a level of tightness to the diaper, and with more padding, it just can sometimes pull that away. So if you're buying secondhand, that's something really to watch out for. How stretchy are the elastics, and inside the lining should look fresh and shiny. It shouldn't look dull. That was something that I found out later when I did buy some secondhand ones. You can see this one just doesn't look as shiny. It's choppy, and when I touch it, it's actually quite abrasive, so the waterproofing has faded on it. You also want to check for wear around the snaps, because I don't know about you, but having someone fix my snaps on my diapers is not something I want to do, but that also can be an area that can go on the secondhand diapers. One other thing I want to show is that the adjustability of the diapers as your babies are growing. So it has an elastic on the inside that you have to suck up to make it for a smaller baby, and then you loosen it as they get bigger, and it gives you more length to fill it. And then the Bum Genius ones have the snaps. So this is for your big baby, and this one is for your small baby. So I like the style on the front because it's just way easier for quick adjusting. Tips for cleaning your diapers. I would say for number one is to invest in a diaper sprayer. If you're gonna do cloth diapers, you need to spray off the number 2s. If your baby is breastfed, at the beginning you don't have to worry about it because it's water soluble, the poop is, so you can just throw the whole thing in the laundry and it'll come out because it's water soluble. But as they get bigger and they eat more solids, you need to spray that stuff off. So the diaper sprayer, that is like key. And then I would also say to invest in some really good laundry detergent or cleaning stuff, like that'll help with that. So bleach is a must for us, pre-wash, and a really good detergent. I'll show you what we use. I love Legacy of Clean's all fabric bleach. It works fan-freaking-tastic. So good. And this is a powder, so I literally will throw the diaper in the laundry and then I'll sprinkle on some bleach, and then I'll actually spray it with a little water to help get the bleach activated. Alternatively, if something has been soiled really bad, even clothes, then I can throw them in a bucket of water with some bleach and have it sit overnight or for a few days, whatever. The beauty of this bleach is that it doesn't pull out color out of clothing and things, so I really like that. It just doesn't hurt a lot of my clothes as bad as like a really intense bleach, but it gets the poop out of the diapers and the stains out of the diapers. Like, I have really nice white diapers still, and I feel like it's because of the bleach. But if your diapers are stained and you don't have a really good bleach that you want to use and you want to try something different, you can suntan your diapers. So you can lay them out and suntan them, and then that'll actually sun bleach them, and it'll turn them back into that beautiful white that they were originally. So you can always try that. And then I got obviously some great laundry detergent that I really trust, that's safe for my skin. And I do find that babies do have sensitive skin, so sometimes you gotta watch detergents. But Legacy of Clean does a really good job with the sensitivity, so I find you don't have to always invest in a baby safe detergent for washing your baby's things. If you have a detergent that isn't affecting you, then it probably won't affect your baby. To start off with, I know, and my lovely hubby bought home this bin for us so it would be more contained, which is awesome.
It's a damaged bin, repurposed.
Yeah. You can kind of pick and choose your flavor. Like full bamboos, and then the microfibers with that extra fold over for the little boys. Well, or heavy wetters. And then after that we got the single microfibers, just like thinner ones that we use for extra padding, depending on the size. And then we also have, after that, the triplicate trifolds and a little bit of like extra thin flat sheets that I got that I really like for additional stuffing. So that's our station in a nutshell. You gotta have a station. But what worked for boys. Oh,